Hello everyone! Today I would like to tell you about my analysis. The course title is English for Hotel Front Office Staff. Next, first, basic profile of the learners. The learners are staff members working or preparing to work at the front office of a hotel. This includes roles such as receptionist, guest service agent, and concert staff. Most of them have completed vocational training or are currently working in the hospitality industry. The level of English is between A2 and B1 or pre-intermediate to intermediate. Their goal is to improve their ability to communicate with international guests in a fluid, clear, and professional manner. They want to feel more confident when speaking, listening, or writing in English during daily work tasks. Second, the target situation and learner needs. These learners use English mainly at the hotel front desk while interacting with international guests. They often speak English when welcoming guests, checking them in or out, explaining hotel service, answering phone calls, handling complaints, and giving local recommendations. The target needs. First, when is English used? During check-in or check-out, phone calls, face-to-face communication with guests, and written communication, for the example, emails or notes. Second, where is English used? At the front desk, concert counter, or guest service area, both in person and on the phone. Third, why do they need English? To communicate with international guests clearly and politely, to provide a good guest experience, and to perform job that is professionally. Fourth, who do they speak with? Mostly foreign hotel guests, sometimes international coworkers or managers. And the last, how is English used? In polite spoken conversation, listening to guest requests, reading and writing simple message, and giving clear explanation or direction. Next, learning need. Learners need more practice in real-life conversation, especially in speaking and listening. They also need help with using polite expression, giving explanation clearly, and understanding different English action. Next, lacks. Some learners struggle with finding the right words when speaking to guests. Others are not confident in handling complaints in English or don't understand guests well over the phone. Most of them need to improve vocabulary related to hotel work and use more natural English phrase. And next, the focus of the course. This is an English for occupational purpose or EOP course because the focus is on real job-related communication, no academic study. The English they learn will be used directly in their workplace, especially in customer service situation at the hotel front desk. Next, course timing. This course is designed to be taken concurrently with the learner's job or vocational training. This way, they can apply what they learn immediately in their daily work. It also allows them to bring real-life experience into the classroom and improve faster. Next, language skill and vocabulary. Skill focus, speaking. Front office staff to the guests all day. They need to be able to greet guests, give information, respond to problems, and speak clearly and politely. Second, listening. For the example, they need to understand different guests' accent, requests, and questions, especially on the phone or in noisy environments. Third, reading. For example, for understand booking confirmation, hotel policies, and internal documents. The last, writing. For the example, to send short, clear messages or emails like reservation confirmation or replies to inquiries. Justification. These skills are selected based on what front office staff do every day. Speaking and listening are the most used skills. So they are the top priority. Reading and writing are also included because staff often deal with emails, online bookings, and guest records. All activities will support communicative competence, meaning learners will develop the ability to use language appropriately in real situations, not just know grammar rules. This includes linguistic competence, using correct grammar and vocabulary, sociolinguistic competence, using polite and appropriate language for guests, strategic competence, finding ways to express ideas even when vocabulary is limited. And last, discourse competence, using clear and logical flow in conversation. The next, classroom activities like role plays, listening exercise, dialogues and fair words, reading tasks, writing tasks, and pronunciation practice. Role plays simulate real guest interaction, for example, checking in heading complaints, listening exercise like audio from real hotel situation with different accents, dialogues and fair work, for example, practice natural expression, reading tasks, for example, sample bookings and guest reviews, writing tasks, for example, simple emails, notes, and confirmation, pronunciation practice, for example, focus on clarity and tone. Next, vocabulary focus. First, technical vocabulary, for example, check-in, check-out, room service, concern, and amenities. The second, semi-technical vocabulary, for example, reservation, guest, booking, reception, and confirmation. And the general vocabulary, for example, welcome, thank you, please, hello, and story. Justification, these words are selected based on what the learners need to see or understand at work. Technical vocabulary, words directly related to hotel procedure. Semi-technical vocabulary, words used often in hospitality but not only in hotels. General vocabulary, common polite expressions that help maintain good guest relationship. And the last, supporting ESP theories use. First, need analysis. The course content is based on learners' real needs at work. Second, target and present situation analysis helps identify the gap between what learners can do now and what they need to do. Third, communicative competence. The goal is to help learners use English naturally and appropriately. Fourth, specific principle, language and contents are tailored to the hospitality industry. And last, learner-centered approach. Course design focus on the learner's background, goals, and job reality. That's all the analysis. Thank you.